where the fear once used to dwell. Something gently came and cleared it. Something said the fear farewell. Now the room is filled with quiet. Now the room is filled with grace. Something moved the fear out softly, left a peaceful, gentle space. The empty room where fear once lived, filled with peace and filled with rest. Nothing waits inside the corners, nothing presses on my chest. The empty room where fear once lingered holds the gentle, gentle dawn. The empty room where fear once trembled, softly, softly, softly gone. You don't have to fear remembering how the fear once filled the room. Something cleared it, gentle, gentle. Something turned it into bloom. Through the deepest, darkest evening, through the longest, tired sigh, something keeps the room a haven where the fear no longer lies. The empty room where fear once lived, filled with peace and filled with rest. Nothing waits inside the corners, nothing presses on my chest. The empty room where fear once lingered holds the gentle, gentle dawn. The empty room where fear once trembled, softly, softly, softly gone. The empty room where fear once lived, softly, softly, softly gone. before the fear began, softer than the small remembering, older than the smallest plan. Once a mother sang it gently, once a father hummed it slow. Something keeps the gentle melody, something hums it soft and low. The lullaby from long ago, gentle melody so dear, keeping all the small ones easy, keeping all the small from fear. The lullaby from long ago hums beside me through the night. The lullaby from long ago keeps me gentle, keeps me bright. You don't have to know the melody just to feel its gentle care. Something hums it softly always, something hums it through the air. Through the deepest, darkest evening, through the smallest, tired sigh, something hums the gentle lullaby, something hums a gentle lie to lie. The lullaby from long ago, gentle melody so dear, keeping all the small ones easy, keeping all the small from fear. The lullaby from long ago hums beside me through the night. The lullaby from long ago keeps me gentle, keeps me bright. The lullaby from long ago keeps me gentle, keeps me bright. There's a night light glowing softly, You don't have to fear the floor. Something glows beside the doorway. Something stands beside the door. The nightlight glowing soft tonight, holding back the dark and small. Nothing crosses past the keeping. Nothing reaches past it all. The nightlight glowing soft forever, gentle in the deep, deep night. The nightlight glowing soft for resting, keeping just enough warm light. You don't have to keep on watching where the shadows used to be. Something keeps the gentle glowing, something tender, something free. Through the deepest, darkest evening, through the smallest tired tear, something glows beside your resting, something gentle, always near. The nightlight glowing soft tonight, holding back the dark and small. Nothing crosses past the keeping. Nothing reaches past it all. The nightlight glowing soft forever, gentle in the deep, deep night. The nightlight glowing soft for resting, keeping just enough warm light. The nightlight glowing soft, keeping just enough warm light. There's a shadow on the wall there, softer than I first believed. When I looked at it more closely, it was nothing, it deceived. Just a curtain, just a coat hung, just the moonlight gently bent. Nothing was real threatening, nothing was what fear had meant. It's a curtain, it's a coat hung, it's the moonlight's gentle kiss. The shadow on the wall is harmless, nothing more than nothing real. The shadow on the wall is showing. Fear was never what I feel. You don't have to fight the shadows, you don't have to keep your guard. Something shows you in the morning, nothing was so very hard. Through the deepest, darkest evening, through the strangest shadow shape, something whispers it is harmless, nothing more than gentle drape. The shadow on the wall tonight is not what fear says it is. It's a curtain, it's a coat hung, it's the moonlight's gentle kiss. The shadow on the wall is harmless, nothing more than nothing real. The shadow on the wall is showing. Fear was never what I feel. The shadow on the wall. Fear was never what I feel. There is nothing in the darkness, nothing hiding in the room, nothing sharper than the moonlight, nothing darker than the gloom that could reach you in this moment, that could touch you where you lay. Something gentle, something tender holds the frightened things away. There is nothing to be afraid of, nothing in the dark tonight, nothing crosses past the keeping, nothing reaches past the light. There is nothing to be afraid of, only peace and only rest. There is nothing to be afraid of. You are have looked beneath the bed. All the things that fear invented are not real, just in your head. Something softer, something kinder fills the room from wall to wall. There is nothing in the evening. There is nothing there at all. There is nothing to be afraid of. Nothing in the dark tonight. Nothing crosses past the keeping. Nothing reaches past the light. There is nothing to be afraid of. Only peace and only rest. There is nothing to be afraid of. You are held and you are blessed. There is nothing to be afraid of. You are held and you are blessed. There's a hand upon my heart now, warm and steady, warm and kind, softer than the smallest comfort, patient, gentle, warm and kind. Like a mother on a baby, pressing soft against the chest. Something settles all the trembling. Something gives my fear its rest. A hand on the trembling heart tonight, warm and gentle, warm and slow, calming everything that wavers, softening the fear I know. A hand on the trembling heart forever, patient, gentle, patient, true. A hand on the trembling heart reminding something gentle holds me through. You don't have to still the trembling. You don't have to calm yourself. Something settles every shivering, softer than the angel's wealth. Through the deepest, darkest evening, through the longest tired fear, something keeps the hand right with me. Something keeps the warm right here. A hand on the trembling heart tonight, warm and gentle, warm and slow, calming everything that wavers, softening the fear I know. A hand on the trembling heart forever, patient, gentle, patient, true. A hand on the trembling heart, reminding something gentle holds me through. A hand on the trembling heart, something gentle holds me through. This is fearless rest at last now, deeper than I knew was real, softer than the smallest comfort, gentler than the tired feel. Something settled all the trembling, something quieted the fear, something gentle, something tender, held me close and held me near. Fearless rest at last, my dear, softer than I knew was real. Nothing chasing, nothing trembling, nothing left for me to feel. Fearless rest at last, forever. Nothing scary, nothing wild. Fearless rest at last, in keeping, gentle as a sleeping child. Through 1,000 fearful nights, something gentle has been keeping. Something waited with the lights. Through the deepest, darkest spinning, through the longest tired worry, this one rest has been preparing. Peace beyond the gentle hurry. Morning proves the night was gentle. Sun reveals the dark was kind. All the things that seemed so frightening were as quiet as my mind. Nothing happened in the evening. Nothing happened in the room. Something kept the gentle keeping. Gentle morning, gentle bloom. Morning proves the night was kind. Nothing harmful, nothing wild. Something kept the gentle keeping. Something held me like a child. Morning proves the night was gentle, softer than I feared it through. Morning proves the night was tender, proving fear was never true. You don't have to fear the evening. You don't have to dread the dark. Something keeps the gentle keeping. Something keeps the gentle mark. Through the deepest, darkest evening, toward the dawn that you can't see, something keeps the night so gentle. Something keeps the gentle plea. Morning proves the night was kind. Nothing harmful, nothing wild. Something kept the gentle keeping. Something held me like a child. Morning proves the night was gentle, softer than I feared it through. Morning proves the night There's a soft breathing beside me, softer than the moon above, gentle as a mother's keeping, gentle as the gentle love. I cannot see who is breathing, but the rhythm fills the air. Something kind is in the chamber, something kind is breathing there. Soft breathing beside me tonight, gentle in and gentle out. Nothing fear can keep my hearing from the gentle, gentle cloud. Soft breathing beside me forever, patient, steady, patient, near. Soft breathing beside me, keeping all my anxious thinking clear. You can match your own to theirs now. You can breathe along the same. Something settles in the rhythm, something gentle calms the flame. Through the deepest, darkest evening, through the smallest tired sigh, something breathes beside you softly, something breathes a lullaby. Beside me tonight, gentle in and gentle out. Nothing fear can keep my hearing from the gentle, gentle cloud. Soft breathing beside me forever, patient, steady, patient, near. Soft breathing beside me, keeping all my anxious thinking clear. Soft breathing beside me, all my anxious thinking clear. The door is gently locked tonight. Nothing slips between the boards. Nothing crosses past the the threshold. Nothing reaches past the chords. You can lay your head on cotton. You can close your tired eyes. Something stands beside the doorway. Something patient, something wise. The door will hold tonight, my dear. Nothing crosses past the key. Nothing slips between the silence. Nothing wakes you while you sleep. The door will hold tonight forever. Gentle, steady, gentle, sure. The door will hold tonight, my love, keeping all the evening pure. You don't have to check the locking. You don't have to rise and walk. Something keeps the gentle keeping. Something keeps the gentle talk. Through the deepest, darkest evening, through the smallest tired plea, something holds the door tonight, my dear. Something holds the door for thee. The door will hold tonight, my dear. Nothing crosses past the key. Nothing slips between the silence. Nothing wakes you while you sleep. The door will hold tonight forever. Gentle, steady, gentle, sure. The door will hold tonight, my love, keeping all the evening pure. The door will hold tonight, keeping all the evening pure. There's an empty room inside me, where the fear once used to dwell. Something gently came and cleared it. Something said the fear farewell. Now the room is filled with the room is filled with grace. Something moved the fear out softly, left a peaceful, gentle space. The empty room where fear once lived, filled with peace and filled with rest. Nothing waits inside the corners, nothing presses on my chest. The empty room where fear once lingered holds the gentle, gentle dawn. The empty room where fear once trembled, softly, softly, softly gone. You don't have to fear remembering how the fear once filled the room. Something cleared it, gentle, gentle. Something turned it into bloom. Through the deepest, darkest evening, through the longest, tired sigh, something keeps the room a haven where the fear no longer lies. The empty room where fear once lived, filled with peace and filled with rest. Nothing waits inside the corners, nothing presses on my chest. The empty room where fear once lingered holds the gentle, gentle dawn. The empty room where fear once trembled, softly, softly, softly gone. The empty room where fear once lived, softly, softly, softly gone. There's a lullaby from long ago, hung before the fear began, softer than the small remembering, older than the smallest plan. Once a mother sang it gently, once a it soft and low. The lullaby from long ago, gentle melody so dear, keeping all the small ones easy, keeping all the small from fear. The lullaby from long ago hums beside me through the night. The lullaby from long ago keeps me gentle, keeps me bright. You don't have to know the melody just to feel its gentle care. Something hums it softly always, something hums it through the air. Through the deepest, darkest evening, through the smallest, tired sigh, something hums the gentle lullaby, something hums a gentle lie to lie. The lullaby from long ago, gentle melody so dear, keeping all the small ones easy, keeping all the small from fear. The lullaby from long ago hums beside me through the night. The lullaby from long ago keeps me gentle, keeps me bright. The lullaby from long ago keeps me gentle, keeps me bright. There's a nightlight glowing softly, small and golden by the wall, sending out a tender keeping, holding back the dark and tall. You don't have to fear the corners, you don't have to fear the floor. Something glows beside the doorway, something stands curtains beside the door. The nightlight glowing soft tonight, holding back the dark and small. Nothing crosses past the keeping, nothing reaches past it all. The nightlight glowing soft forever, gentle in the deep, deep night. The nightlight glowing soft for resting, keeping just enough warm light. You don't have to keep on watching where the shadows used to be. Something keeps the gentle glowing, something tender, something free. Through the deepest, darkest evening, through the smallest tired tear, something glows beside your resting, something gentle, always near. The nightlight glowing soft tonight, holding back the dark and small. Nothing crosses past the keeping, nothing reaches past it all. The nightlight glowing soft forever, gentle in the deep, deep night. The nightlight glowing soft for resting, keeping just enough warm light. The nightlight glowing soft, keeping just enough warm light. There's a shadow on the wall there, softer than I first believed. When I looked at it more closely, it was nothing it deceived. Just a curtain, just a coat hung, just the moonlight gently bent. Nothing was real threatening, nothing was what fear had meant. The shadow on the wall tonight is not what fear says it is. It's It's a curtain, it's a coat hung, it's the moonlight's gentle kiss. The shadow on the wall is harmless, nothing more than nothing real. The shadow on the wall is showing. Fear was never what I feel. You don't have to fight the shadows, you don't have to keep your guard. Something shows you in the morning, nothing was so very hard. Through the deepest, darkest evening, through the strangest shadow shape, something whispers it is harmless, nothing more than gentle drape. The shadow on the wall tonight is not what fear says it is. It's a curtain, it's a coat hung, it's the moonlight's gentle kiss. The shadow on the wall is harmless, nothing more than nothing real. The shadow on the wall is showing. Fear was never what I feel. The shadow on the wall. Fear was never what I feel. There is nothing in the darkness, nothing hiding in the room, nothing sharper than the moonlight, nothing darker than the gloom that could reach you in this moment, that could touch you where you lay. Something gentle, something tender holds the frightened things away. There is nothing to be afraid of, nothing in the dark tonight, nothing crosses past the keeping, nothing reaches past the light. There is nothing to be afraid of, only peace and only rest. There is nothing to be afraid of. You are checked the locks already. You have looked beneath the bed. All the things that fear invented are not real, just in your head. Something softer, something kinder fills the room from wall to wall. There is nothing in the evening. There is nothing there at all. There is nothing to be afraid of. Nothing in the dark tonight. Nothing crosses past the keeping. Nothing reaches past the light. There is nothing to be afraid of. Only peace and only rest. There is nothing to be afraid of. You are held and you are blessed. There is nothing to be afraid of. You are held and you are blessed. There's a hand upon my heart now, warm and steady, warm and kind, softer than the smallest comfort, patient, gentle, warm and kind. Like a mother on a baby, pressing soft against the chest. Something settles all the trembling. Something gives my fear its rest. A hand on the trembling heart tonight, warm and gentle, warm and slow, calming everything that wavers, softening the fear I know. the trembling. You don't have to calm yourself. Something settles every shivering, softer than the angel's wealth. Through the deepest, darkest evening, through the longest, tired fear, something keeps the hand right with me. Something keeps the warm right here. A hand on the trembling heart tonight, warm and gentle, warm and slow, calming everything that wavers, softening the fear I know. A hand on the trembling heart forever, patient, gentle, patient, true. A hand on the trembling heart, reminding something gentle holds me through. A hand on the trembling heart, something gentle holds me through. This is fearless rest at last now, deeper than I knew was real, softer than the smallest comfort, gentler than the tired feel. Something settled all the trembling, something quieted the fear, something gentle, something tender held me close and held me near. Fearless rest at last, my dear, softer than I knew was real. Nothing chasing, nothing trembling, nothing left for me to feel. Fearless rest at last, forever. Nothing scary, nothing wild. Fearless rest at last, in keeping, gentle as a sleeping child. thousand fearful nights. Something gentle has been keeping, something waited with the lights. Through the deepest, darkest spinning, through the longest tired worry, this one rest has been preparing peace beyond the gentle hurry. Morning proves the night was gentle. Sun reveals the dark was kind. All the things that seemed so frightening were as quiet as my mind. Nothing happened in the evening. Nothing happened in the room. Something kept the gentle keeping. Gentle morning, gentle bloom. Morning proves the night was kind. Nothing harmful, nothing wild. Something kept the gentle keeping. Something held me like a child. Morning proves the night was gentle, softer than I feared it through. Morning proves the night was tender, proving fear was never true. You don't have to fear the evening. You don't have to dread the dark. Something keeps the gentle keeping. Something keeps the gentle mark. Through the deepest, darkest evening, toward the dawn that you can't see, something keeps the night so gentle. Something keeps the gentle plea. Morning proves the night was kind. Nothing harmful, nothing wild. Something kept the gentle keeping. Something held me like a child. Morning proves the night was gentle, softer than I feared it through. Morning proves the night was tender, proving fear was never true. the soft breathing beside me, softer than the moon above, gentle as a mother's keeping, gentle as the gentle love. I cannot see who is breathing, but the rhythm fills the air. Something kind is in the chamber, something kind is breathing there. Soft breathing beside me tonight, gentle in and gentle out. Nothing fear can keep my hearing from the gentle, gentle cloud. Soft breathing beside me forever, patient, steady, patient, near. Soft breathing beside me, keeping all my anxious thinking clear. You can match your own to theirs now. You can breathe along the same. Something settles in the rhythm, something gentle calms the flame. Through the deepest, darkest evening, through the smallest tired sigh, something breathes beside you softly, something breathes a lullaby. Beside me tonight, gentle in and gentle out. Nothing fear can keep my hearing from the gentle, gentle cloud. Soft breathing beside me forever, patient, steady, patient, near. Soft breathing beside me, keeping all my anxious thinking clear. Soft breathing beside me, all my anxious thinking clear. The door is gently locked tonight. Nothing slips between the boards. Nothing crosses past the threshold. threshold. Nothing reaches past the chords. You can lay your head on cotton. You can close your tired eyes. Something stands beside the doorway. Something patient, something wise. The door will hold tonight, my dear. Nothing crosses past the key. Nothing slips between the silence. Nothing wakes you while you sleep. The door will hold tonight forever. Gentle, steady, gentle, sure. The door will hold tonight, my love, keeping all the evening pure. You don't have to check the locking. You don't have to rise and walk. Something keeps the gentle keeping. Something keeps the gentle talk. Through the deepest, darkest evening, through the smallest tired plea, something holds the door tonight, my dear. Something holds the door for thee. The door will hold tonight, my dear. Nothing crosses past the key. Nothing slips between the silence. Nothing wakes you while you sleep. The door will hold tonight forever. Gentle, steady, gentle, sure. The door will hold tonight, my love, keeping all the evening pure. The door will hold tonight, keeping all the evening pure. There's an empty room inside me, where the fear once used to dwell. Something gently came and cleared it. Something said the fear farewell. Now the room is filled with quiet. The room is filled with grace. Something moved the fear out softly, left a peaceful, gentle space. The empty room where fear once lived, filled with peace and filled with rest. Nothing waits inside the corners, nothing presses on my chest. The empty room where fear once lingered holds the gentle, gentle dawn. The empty room where fear once trembled, softly, softly, softly gone. You don't have to fear remembering how the fear once filled the room. Something cleared it gentle, gentle. Something turned it into bloom. Through the deepest, darkest evening, through the longest, higher sigh, something keeps the room a haven where the fear no longer lies. The empty room where fear once lived, filled with peace and filled with rest. Nothing waits inside the corners, nothing presses on my chest. The empty room where fear once lingered holds the gentle, gentle dawn. The empty room where fear once trembled, softly, softly, softly gone. The empty room where fear once lived, softly, softly, softly gone. There's a lullaby from long ago, hum before the fear began, softer than the small remembering, older than the smallest plan. Once a mother sang it gently, Once a father hummed it slow. Something keeps the gentle melody. Something hums it soft and low. The lullaby from long ago. Gentle melody, so dear, keeping all the small ones easy, keeping all the small from fear. The lullaby from long ago hums beside me through the night. The lullaby from long ago keeps me gentle, keeps me bright. You don't have to know the melody just to feel its gentle care. Something hums it softly always. Something hums it through the air. Through the deepest, darkest evening, through the smallest, tired sigh, something hums the gentle lullaby. Something hums a gentle lie to lie. The lullaby from long ago. Gentle melody, so dear, keeping all the small ones easy, keeping all the small from fear. The lullaby from long ago hums beside me through the night. The lullaby from long ago keeps me gentle, keeps me bright. The lullaby from long ago keeps me gentle, keeps me bright. There's a nightlight glowing softly, small and golden by the wall, sending out a tender keeping, holding back the dark and tall. You don't have to fear the corners You don't have to fear the floor. Something glows beside the doorway. Something stands beside the door. The nightlight glowing soft tonight, holding back the dark and small. Nothing crosses past the keeping. Nothing reaches past it all. The nightlight glowing soft forever, gentle in the deep, deep night. The nightlight glowing soft for resting, keeping just enough warm light. You don't have to keep on watching where the shadows used to be. Something keeps the gentle glowing, something tender, something free. Through the deepest, darkest evening, through the smallest, tired tear, something glows beside your resting, something gentle, always near. The nightlight glowing soft tonight, holding back the dark and small. Nothing crosses past the keeping. Nothing reaches past it all. The nightlight glowing soft forever, gentle in the deep, deep night. The nightlight glowing soft for resting, keeping just enough warm light. The nightlight glowing soft, keeping just enough warm light. There's a shadow on the wall there, softer than I first believed. When I looked at it more closely, it was nothing, it deceived. Just a curtain, just a coat hung, just the moonlight gently bent. Nothing was real threatening, nothing was what fear had meant. The shadow on the wall tonight is not what fear says it is. It's a curtain, it's a coat hung, it's the moonlight's gentle kiss. The shadow on the wall is harmless, nothing more than nothing real. The shadow on the wall is showing. Fear was never what I feel. You don't have to fight the shadows, you don't have to keep your guard. Something shows you in the morning, nothing was so very hard. Through the deepest, darkest evening, through the strangest shadow shape, something whispers it is harmless, nothing more than gentle drape. The shadow on the wall tonight is not what fear says it is. It's a curtain, it's a coat hung, it's the moonlight's gentle kiss. The shadow on the wall is harmless, nothing more than nothing real. The shadow on the wall is showing. Fear was never what I feel. The shadow on the wall. Fear was never what I feel. There is nothing in the darkness, nothing hiding in the room, nothing sharper than the moonlight, nothing darker than the gloom that could reach you in this moment, that could touch you where you lay. Something gentle, something tender, holds the frightened things away. There is nothing to be afraid of, nothing in the dark tonight, nothing crosses past the keeping, nothing reaches past You are held and you are blessed. You have checked the locks already. You have looked beneath the bed. All the things that fear invented are not real, just in your head. Something softer, something kinder fills the room from wall to wall. There is nothing in the evening. There is nothing there at all. There is nothing to be afraid of. Nothing in the dark tonight. Nothing crosses past the keeping. Nothing reaches past the light. There is nothing to be afraid of. Only peace and only rest. There is nothing to be afraid of. You are held and you are blessed. There is nothing to be afraid of. You are held and you are blessed. There's a hand upon my heart now, warm and steady, warm and kind, softer than the smallest comfort, patient, gentle, warm and kind. Like a mother on a baby, pressing soft against the chest. Something settles all the trembling. Something gives my fear its rest. A hand on the trembling heart tonight, warm and gentle, warm and slow, calming everything that wavers, softening the fear I know. A hand on the trembling heart forever, patient, gentle, patient, true. A hand on the trembling heart reminding something gentle holds me through. You don't have to calm yourself. Something settles every shivering, softer than the angel's wealth. Through the deepest, darkest evening, through the longest tired fear, something keeps the hand right with me. Something keeps the warm right here. A hand on the trembling heart tonight, warm and gentle, warm and slow, calming everything that wavers, softening the fear I know. A hand on the trembling heart forever, patient, gentle, patient, true. A hand on the trembling heart, reminding something gentle holds me through. A hand on the trembling heart, something gentle holds me through. This is fearless rest at last now, deeper than I knew was real, softer than the smallest comfort, gentler than the tired feel. Something settled all the trembling, something quieted the fear, something gentle, something tender held me close and held me near. Fearless rest at last, my dear, softer than I knew was real. Nothing chasing, nothing trembling, nothing left for me to feel. Fearless rest at last, forever. Nothing scary, nothing wild. Fearless rest at last, in keeping, gentle as a sleeping child. thousand fearful nights. Something gentle has been keeping, something waited with the lights. Through the deepest, darkest spinning, through the longest tired worry, this one rest has been preparing peace beyond the gentle hurry. Morning proves the night was gentle. Sun reveals the dark was kind. All the things that seemed so frightening were as quiet as my mind. Nothing happened in the evening. Nothing happened in the room. Something kept the gentle keeping. Gentle morning, gentle bloom. Morning proves the night was kind. Nothing harmful, nothing wild. Something kept the gentle keeping. Something held me like a child. Morning proves the night was gentle, softer than I feared it through. Morning proves the night was tender, proving fear was never true. You don't have to fear the evening. You don't have to dread the dark. Something keeps the gentle keeping. Something keeps the gentle mark. Through the deepest, darkest evening, toward the dawn that you can't see, something keeps the night so gentle. Something keeps the gentle plea. Morning proves the night was kind. Nothing harmful, nothing wild. Something kept the gentle keeping. Something held me like a child. Morning proves the night was gentle, softer than I feared it through. Morning proves the night was tender, proving fear was never true. There's a soft breathing beside me, softer than the moon above, gentle as a mother's keeping, gentle as the gentle love. I cannot see who is breathing, but the rhythm fills the air. Something kind is in the chamber, something kind is breathing there. Soft breathing beside me tonight, gentle in and gentle out. Nothing fear can keep my hearing from the gentle, gentle cloud. Soft breathing beside me forever, patient, steady, patient, near. Soft breathing beside me, keeping all my anxious thinking clear. You can match your own to theirs now. You can breathe along the same. Something settles in the rhythm, something gentle calms the flame. Through the deepest, darkest evening, through the smallest tired sigh, something breathes beside you softly, something breathes a lullaby. Beside me tonight, gentle in and gentle out. Nothing fear can keep my hearing from the gentle, gentle cloud. Soft breathing beside me forever, patient, steady, patient, near. Soft breathing beside me, keeping all my anxious thinking clear. Soft breathing beside me, all my anxious thinking clear. The door is gently locked tonight. Nothing slips between the boards. Nothing crosses past the the threshold. Nothing reaches past the chords. You can lay your head on cotton. You can close your tired eyes. Something stands beside the doorway. Something patient, something wise. The door will hold tonight, my dear. Nothing crosses past the key.